awfully long time. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, a show where me and some people sit around, roll some virtual dice, and play some Dungeons and Dragons. Before we begin, a couple of announcements. Whilst people go and fuss cats and whatnot. First of all, we are 7 followers away from affiliate on this channel, so by all means, share the channel with your friends. Let's try and get to 50, and we'll try and do something fun. I don't know what yet, but I'll think of something.
Hello, Royale.
Oh God.
Okay. Fortnite it.
You want to make me cry? Do you?
I do have Fortnite available. It is installed. Haven't played it.
I'm the only one who still enjoys the single player.
I have Fortnite, but I haven't played on this season yet.
Shit, and that's my cue to leave, so...
And Tashi's off to do taxi work.
Yep,
Yes.
okay, take care.
See you later.
See you later.
Well, I was going to say that if I want to play single player Fortnite, I'll just go play Unreal Tournament.
Yes.
Let's face it, that's what Epic did, and that's what I should go back to doing. Just bring me Unreal Tournament, damn it.
True.
Classic UT. Anyway, so that's the first announcement. 7 followers away. Let's try and hit 50 before my birthday, maybe? Be a nice birthday present. And lastly, MCM Comic Con is this weekend, so if you're watching the VODs of this on the Saturday and Sunday, I will be there for the Saturday, but not there for the Sunday. So if you see us roaming around, feel free to come say hi, give us a hug and whatnot. I'll probably be wearing a Streamers Connected t-shirt, which I'm not wearing today because it's in the wash in preparation for Comic Con, or I'll be looking like Victor from Critical Role, so mad scientist covered in black powder.
Lovely.
Keep away from any naked flame.
Yeah.
Oh,
Naked.
if I would actually come there, I would just chase you with the open flame.
Please don't.
Fire.
The rest of me would go up pretty quick. The lab coat would probably be the only thing that survived.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have tested it. It's quite resistant to a lot of things.
Yeah. I actually, I need to talk with my parents about the Comic-Con. There might be a possibility that I could come in October or next year.
Nice.
That would be amazing. If you want dates for October, it's normally the last weekend in October. So around about Halloween.
Oh, sweet.
Because MTM of that... What did you say, Dom?
Spooky, scary Comic-Con.
Oh yeah. Horror themed. Do what you like. So those are the 2 announcements. If anybody else has got anything to announce, now's a wonderful time to say so.
Well, I'm streaming as well at Sir Foxy Streams, so feel free to drop by and drop a follow if you like what you see, and also I do have affiliate, so you can drop a sub if you like what you see a lot, but I doubt that. Especially what comes to my other podcasts.
Alright then. So without any further ado, folks, if we've got no more announcements, let's get into tonight's game, which I've titled Valencia Nights.
Oh.
So,
Sassy.
it is sassy. It's beautiful. May have come up with it yesterday on the walk home. So last time when we met your wonderful party of adventurers, you had spent the day prior in your hometown searching the mayor's secret underground vault, trying to find the orcs' mystic stone for the deal that you made with them of the stone. 5 days and your town doesn't get reduced to ashes. As you were going through, you faced some mushroom people, which were not a hard encounter, but you guys started speaking telepathically to one another. And from there, you found his secret office with a couple of chest mimics within, which nearly killed 2 members of the party, if I recall.
Yes, but who are actually reduced to 1 HP. So, pretty close to death.
It was good times, very good times.
Yes, it was.
But you managed to overcome the problem.
Conversation with the mimic afterwards.
But you managed to overcome that little scenario and routed through the things and found that the mayor had actually moved the stone on to a contact of his in the nearby city of Valencia, which is kind of like your city-state's capital, if you will, to a man named Agranar, if I remember the name right. Or Aragar.
She?
I can't remember if it was a he or a she. My notes actually were to associate, and I left it at that. I rambled on about something else in my own notes. But either way, you know a name, you know a place. So with that in mind, you left town, started hoofing it the day or so it would take to get to Valencia. Maeve took the lead for you all and took a shortcut through the woods, and you came across a werewolf who was civilized enough to let you stay in his hut overnight to rest up. And it was in that night that he had gone feral, locked you all in to keep you safe, and as he was ripping down the door, you fought him off with ranged spells and abilities, and eventually put him to sleep.
Yes. And now he's sleeping outside.
Indeed. So we join you all, much later on, but probably an hour or two afterwards. What do you guys wish to do? You currently have a big, heavy, sleeping werewolf outside, slumped up against the door to this little hut you're in.
Any windows?
There are 3 windows which are all marked. There's one there, one over there, and one over there.
Out the window, hadn't we? And roll the werewolf away.
Let me see. Are the windows bare or do they have glass?
They have something akin to a glass. It's more like a amberish resin.
I want to go up to this window over here and just tap it, see if I can find out what it's made of.
Go ahead and make a nature check as you're tapping it.
Oh, yes. Tappity tap tap. Just as soon as I can get the nature checks in. Here we are. There you are. Nature. Hup! 11.
It's not a bad roll. With that knowledge of nature, you're quite comfortable in saying it's not glass, it's definitely like a resin. So like,
Hey guys, it's resin.
so it's like a tree sap that's hardened, but he's kept it thin enough so light comes through, but it gives the room a nice ambient light.
And I'll go to this window, right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I would actually like to check, is there a way out? Can it be broken?
You're certain it can be broken with enough force behind it. Like if you smash it with a sword or an axe, or even just throwing a chair through it, you can break
I
out.
pick up a chair and is there chairs in this hut?
Yeah, there were a couple of chairs. I didn't worry too much about furnishing because there was combat going on.
Alright. Well, I'll pick up a chair and just hurl it to the window I'm next to.
Okay, then you... No, you don't need to roll. As you hurl the chair at the window, it smashes through with a very ceramic kind of crash behind it. The chair scatters on the ground, and you have now opened a way out.
And
Thank God that didn't wake up the sleeping wolf.
And Batois just jumps out.
Okay, then. What about everyone else?
See, I will probably go over here and just go, "That's smashing good job." And,
Oh!
Just sort of train my quarter staff, like just checking, you know. Yeah, it's very good.
Upon hearing your pun, Moses just walks up behind you and goes, "Nah, now it's not time for puns, let's just go."
This is going to cost you quite a bit, I think.
Every time is a good time for puns.
There's never a good time for puns.
I just inner monologue to myself and I'm like, don't listen to him, the puns are real.
Alright then, so I take it you guys are leaving the hut and making your way to the city
Yes.
Yeah.
with all speed. Excellent. It takes you a few more hours still. You mean you guys were about halfway in crossing from one town to the next, but you do arrive in the wonderful city of Valencia.
We're here inside the wonderful city of Valencia.
You arrive
I can
a
think
little
of
bit
it as
after
a
dawn.
designer.
Yeah, you arrive a little bit after dawn and everything else, so the city is now awake and starting to come alive. You can smell some of the chimneys have been cooking away. There's a bit of industrialization to the air as well as parts of the city are starting to wear into motion. Where do you guys want to head within the city?
Just going to get my washing out of the washing machine.
I would like to head.
That's
to-
great. Like, well, on the verge going into the city,
Gonna
like,
get
come
into
on,
the
man.
City. Wow, I've got to go get the washing up.
I would like to go to maybe a bank or a library.
You
Yeah.
can do indeed.
I'll go to a library.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check as you're going to the library.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see how it goes.
See what interesting things you hear on the way.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
that's good.
That is very good. As you're wandering through the city
Yeah.
and everything else, trying to find out where the library is, you ask a couple of people where it is. They point to you. It's near City Hall, so it's in this part of the city, across the bridge. You do hear various things like the various criminal organisations are getting a little bit out of hand, and they're all starting to claim various parts of the city for their own deeds. You also hear things like the mayor himself is going a little bit crazy in his old age and starting to proclaim dumb things. Things like, this horse is now the new captain of the watch.
Yes.
But
That based off
but it's fine. He's
That's in near lots.
but the best thing that you hear all day is that there is a hat shop in town which has just recently reopened after the proprietor went away on business and has only just returned.
Oh, nice.
I could use a fancy hat.
Our previous.
going sweet.
I could actually use a fancy
Isn't
hat
perfect
with a
thing to
feather
have.
on it.
Mate, we should get matching feather hats.
Yes.
Like you get a dark one because you're the stealthy guy, but I give a really bright one because I'm a distraction.
Yes. Definitely.
And I've just got to keep up this fabulous good look.
I just
Suddenly everyone just looks and goes, oh, it's a fucking terrible look.
It's fucking terrible.
you know what I'm thinking.
No, we're not doing a shopping montage.
Oh,
It's gonna be a montage.
Anyway, so before you find the library, what do you want to get out of the library? It's a grand old structure. It smells the high heaven of musty tomes and general neglect.
I would actually like to know more about the history of this stone we are looking for.
Okay. Are you trained in religion?
Let me see. I will tell you in a moment.
And whilst you looked it up, what are the rest of you doing? As you watch your feline companion
I like to
disappear.
go inside the library with him.
Yeah, I was
but,
intending
but I'm
on
probably
library
like
as well.
looking for like an interesting story in one of his books that I can manipulate and tell some kids later and get some money off them.
Okay.
I'm not proficient, but I do have +2 on it.
That's fine then. Go ahead then and give me a religion check, just a flat old check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not bad. Searching through all the various books they have of religion, it doesn't come up a lot. It's kind of a toss-up between two gods, as far as you can tell. The first one being Odin, the All-Father, head of the Norse pantheon and everything else, or an orcish god known as Grommash One-Eye.
Oh, that old fart.
One eye, huh? Hmm.
Yes, one eye.
Both gods are
Well,
famous
I mean,
for having only one eye.
Yes.
I wonder if they can have like a godly stare down with one eye.
Wonder what eye it is.
I would pay good money to watch that.
Wonder which
Then
eye
I
it is, though.
have one question. What do you think? Do they blink, or is it unnerving? Or is it unnerving kind of way to do? Is it like they don't blink at all, or do they blink like seldomly or rapidly, or?
I would think they blink in their minds.
Oh.
Because to blink is a
yes.
sign of weakness.
Yes, it is.
And plus, it's Odin. He's so strong he doesn't need to blink. He blinks, half the world explodes.
Oh, god damn it. Holy shit.
Oh, hang on. Are we going like Marvel Comics Odin?
Oh, but, well, if we're going Odin Force Odin, then sure. If we're going movie Odin, it's more like I'm gonna look powerful and stuff.
I'm going to be Anthony Hopkins as Odin,
Just
which
think
works.
Mate.
of Tiddlywinks Odin, which was like a giant ball.
Yes. It's like, come on, get it in the pot. Bing!
That's really how Odin got his eye into the well. He was just playing a game of Tiddlywinks with it.
Oh God! Tiddlywink in my eye. Why? I'm sorry, Father. Why?
First of all, it falls out and then Mimir flicks it in. It's just, why Mimir? I needed that eye.
Like-
It was my good eye. This one's a fake.
Like- I can just imagine us like talking about this around these books, and I'm just thinking to myself, okay, get out like a mini journal and write this down, and think to myself, this would be a great story to tell and get money from.
Not Tiddlywinks as in the game Tiddlywinks. There's a TV show about like a pig.
Oh,
And
that's
He's
Tiddlywinks!
like a Spanish
Hey.
cow. And
Oh,
his
that's
dad,
old school. I like it.
Like stuff.
Oh, I remember that. Oh God.
That is cool. Wow. And I'm just here thinking, Tots TV. Like,
I'll have to try them out tomorrow. How about the morning coffee? I'm talking to our viewer here.
Thinkables.
Okay.
Is it possible that whilst we have that book and searching through religious bits, can I potentially find a really badass storybook upon these books?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for that.
Oh, that's probably gonna suck at it. Oh, fucking no!
You find the most epic story ever told.
Guys, look at this! Look at this! I found the most epic story ever told.
Oh dear, that.
Guess what it's called?
I don't know.
Butte.
Mimir is
So
feeling
your
like,
father lost a game of Tiddlywinks.
Oh damn it.
And
Yeah.
then, like,
I was
open
actually
up-
going to
I
make
open
like a
up,
Deadpool reference, but that works so much better.
Like, I just
by the
open up
way-
the front page and the little subtitle inside just says, The Tale of Odin 4 and a Bad Game Gone Wrong.
Yeah. Have you actually played God of War or heard anything about it?
Oh, I love that game.
I have.
Yeah.
I don't have a PS4 though.
There is actually one little thing what bothers the ever-living hell out of me.
boy.
Mimir actually sounds like a leprechaun from The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
why
yeah.
they gave him a Scottish accent. That really did bother me.
Yeah,
Everyone else has like the right kind of accent of being Scandinavian in some way, and then there's Mimir, who for some reason is fully Scottish.
Yeah, that's like that was the first time I heard his voice. It was like, isn't that a little bit on the nose?
Actually, I'm curious now. Who is voicing Mimir in God of War?
That is a very good question. I can't help but think I recognise the voice from somewhere.
Same here.
Anthony Hopkins.
Recognise that name. Alistair Duncan.
Okay.
And let's just put up his IMDb. Go to filmography. Anything everybody would know in TV. Played Alfred Pennyworth in the Batman animated cartoon.
Nice.
Sweet.
And that's it.
No, he's done a lot of things. I'm just trying to find something like we can all go, oh, okay, that's where the voice is from.
Oh.
Which is the biggest problem. Trying to find something that big, if that makes sense. Oh, here we go. Who's in Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3? In 3, he was Nihilus in 1, a Turian counsellor for 1 and 2, doing additional voice work, and then in 3 he was Councillor Spiritus.
Cool.
Did lots of additional voices, and that's about it. So there we go. We learned something today about a voice actor whilst playing D&D.
Yay!
So anyway, so Zoran, you find like an amazing story you can twist to your own ends.
Brilliant. I'm gonna love this book.
What about you, Christy, since you're in the library as well, and of course, Dario, Tom. What do you two want to do whilst you're in the library?
Yeah, couch nerd. We are playing some D&D here.
I think I'll probably look up recipes, because you know.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and give me an investigation then, Christy, and what are you going to say, Tom?
Look up any books relating to firearms or gunpowder technology.
Not really, no. This is like the early Renaissance. Yeah, you're better off doing this kind of stuff on your own with tinkering.
Oh, nice.
We are that early in the Renaissance period.
Yes.
You're one of the few who's developed the gun.
Well, I think that may have relation to that.
Mike's really bad, sweet.
I think on alchemy that may have relation to that. I'm using my other mic today.
Echoey, you sound like you're in an arena.
Or a conference room.
Sunday.
Is that better?
No, still echoey.
Better?
Still got the echo.
There is, if you could see if your acoustic noise suppression is on, it might help from the Windows settings.
Anyway, Christy, with your investigation check, you find a couple of books on baking. Various odds and ends, so like gingerbread men, muffins, so on and so forth. Your knowledge of the arcane and what you plan to do, this could work in your favour.
Mm-hmm.
Can make living gingerbread men.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Golems and whatnot. We were saying about, weren't we, at one
Yep.
point?
I've even found stats for them as well.
Okay.
I said I found stats for them as well.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
I can change a monster into that kind of thing because it works. Also on the voice acting front, by the way, I found out what else we might have heard Mimir from. It's Celebrimbor from Shadow of War.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
No wonder it actually reminds me of familiar voice.
Right, be gone, Wikipedia. We don't need you anymore.
Be gone, Wiki.
Yeah.
I wish my PC worked off hand gestures. It'd be amazing.
Whew.
No, don't need it.
Right, so we don't know a lot else about this stone apart from it could be related to one of two gods.
Yes.
Or
Right.
both.
And
My guess is on the orc.
and the stone is with an associate who is an orc and is a member of the same guild of people.
I've got an idea of how we could potentially gather some information about this.
Oh, sounds good.
So I've got a plan. Twa, you're the stealthy one, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I've got a plan.
Okay.
We're okay. So just to check, we're like out like near City Hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like set myself up in like the center of like this little courtyard area, and like get out my loot and start performing to gather attention from people. As I do, you can sneak amongst the people and see if anyone's discussing anything sneaky about what's happening in this town, and see if anyone knows anything about what I'm singing about, because I'll sing about Odin and this other god.
Okay, that sounds actually like a good plan. I was first I was thinking it would have been sound like a batshit crazy idea, but that works.
And at the same time, I could totally get us some sweet monies
Oh,
for
so
those hats, yo!
Out, like a pub or somewhere to like stay, an inn or something or another.
Yeah, there are a couple of inns flying around in various parts of the city. Let's load up a random name for one. Because this was on my to-do list, I just didn't get there in the end.
Now that I think about it, you bring up a very good idea for that. We could either do it in this courtyard where we may only have limited people that know what the hell I'm talking about, or I could perform in one of the local bars where the chances are we're going to have a higher chance of finding someone who knows their stuff.
yes, and
Because as we all know, alcoholics are very intelligent.
yes, and also there is the fact that when people are under the influence of alcohol, they are usually not so careful about their pockets. So I can
Very
get
true.
some sweet money.
Yeah, and we could totally save up some money for the matching hats.
Yes! Definitely.
Oh, I'm gonna have to Photoshop those
Like, just
feathered
matching
caps.
hats.
Yeah, Aussie character tokens from now on. Oh, I'll have to figure out a way to do that. Alright then. So you do find a pub quite close by.
Okay.
Cool.
It is called the Deep Crown Pub. In the same sort of district of the library, so it's in like this cluster of houses just north of City Hall across from the plaza.
Oh, nice.
It's
Cool.
a nice small pub. It's got 3 floors to it. As you enter, the waft of warm beer and good food greets you. You might be onto a winner for your investigation.
I could actually roll investigation for
You can do indeed if you want to try and ascertain some information.
Yeah, rock it.
Dom, since you want to do some performing, go ahead and do a performance check.
Well, it might be a bit rude going straight into performing. I mean, I might have to persuade the barkeep if it's okay to do it first, because I don't want to be that guy. You know, I don't want to be that performing guy who then gets kicked out of a bar because everyone's like, "Guy, you know, like, you know."
Dang, he got out of my trap.
Yes.
Every party, every game's like, I'm going to go straight to performing in the pub. Feel free. Instantly a bot is trying to while the barkeep's telling him to stop it and cut it out, but they carry on anyway. Anyway, as he goes to the barkeep, he is manned by a very burly dwarf who's about as wide as he is tall, colossal ginger beard, practically nothing on top. All his hair is somewhat receded, either from stress or age. It's a bit hard to tell which is which, but he has covered up some of the mess with Celtic knot tattoos and everything else. And as you all approach the bar, he asks, what can I get you, good sirs? Fine ale, perhaps? Bit of mead?
Do you have any milk? And I look very questioningly towards the bartender.
He gives you a whole double take of I did just hear that right. You want milk?
Yes.
Gives it.
I like milk.
Sits there, drops his fingers for a second, like he's going through his inventory in his head. I'll have to check back on that one.
Okay. So would our beloved bard want to do a little, I don't know, a little performing while he's away?
Oh yes. I'll look at the barkeep and just go, my dear barkeep, I'll have one mead, but whilst I'm at it, can I ask? I see you have a stage there at the back. I'm a travelling bard, you see, with my comrades here. Do you mind if I put on a bit of a performance for your patrons?
Nah, feel free. Stage is for anyone that wants to use it. It'll be 2 copper for the mead, though.
No problem, my friend. Here, straight from the coffers.
Cool. Throw up your 2 copper. He starts pouring you a pint of mead, slams it on the bar with a heavy thud. It's a nice proper sized tankard. He says, looking around for the one that he has kicking about. It's pretty decent size. Sweet.
I'll take my tankard, go up to where the stage is, put on a seat for some of the stage, turn to the audience, just go, fellow patrons, enjoy your beers and relax whilst I play some jaunty tracks of loveliness. And by that I mean it's gonna blow your fucking mind.
All I came to mind is you getting up there with putting the meat on a stool, you sitting on another one, just going, and this is wonderful.
Totally. Doon, doon, ding, and doon,
Right.
doon.
And while he's performing, I'm just going through the people very nonchalantly and just going through their pockets. Can I throw sleight of hand for that?
Yep, it's a sleight of hand check to start going through people's pockets. So, Dom, I need performance, and then
Yes.
Betoit, I need a sleight of hand.
Performer there. Damn.
Jeez!
Yeah.
Performing like a madman. I'm on the stage, pulling out sick solo riffs in between singing. I'm doing my own version of Through the Fire and the Flames, and everyone's going nuts for it.
Fire and the flames and the loot, your loot literally catches fire. That'd be an interesting
Through
thing.
the fire and the flames, it's on my loot.
Especially your loot just literally falls into ashes. But the music just slowly fades out as you do so, one note at a time. But no, you put on a wonderful show. Some of the patrons do come up and give you some coin that they have as a good on you. Let's actually go for that.
I shake their hands whilst we come up for it, saying, "Oh, thank you, my good sir. Enjoy your day."
Yeah, they're all together from when all this ends. You end up with 22 silver coins.
Freaking yes.
Hey, you rolled well on that performance. But as you're going through the people, start picking their pockets, you do pick a couple with these. Only getting 1 copper piece for your troubles. Unfortunately, you reach one pocket which is on a coin pouch which is on the belt of this huge, hulking, grey-skinned orc. And as you start to rifle his pocket, you feel him grip your wrist tighter than a set of manacles or anyone ever has. And you think he's about to break your wrist. Glares at you and just says, "I wouldn't do that, little kitty, or I will rip this arm off and beat you with it."
I've just shaken the hand of the last guy that gave me money. I look over and see this happening, Dasher was like, whoa, 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 I think there's a misunderstanding here, my friend.
There isn't a misunderstanding here. This little kitten, and he like full on yanks your arm up so it feels like it's being wrenched out of your socket, tried to nick some coin from me. Now I'm going to let him off, easy, and enjoy my drink, and you can get back to playing some wonderful music.
Oh.
My friend, it'll be a pleasure for you. I do apologise. I take Bertois. We go towards the bar, and I'm like, "How did you do?"
I got 1 copper coin out of it.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked so much.
Okay, I've got an idea. We're gonna go to the plan. I'm gonna get back on stage and do a second set, but I'm gonna make this set. Well, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on the stage. I'm gonna get this book out, and I'm gonna read from this book about Odin failing at the game of Tiddlywinks.
That's how we're going to get holes.
As I'm doing this,
At
I
that
have a
point,
strange feeling that big guy
Bertois
knows
actually
more than he's letting on.
raises up his eyebrow. Did you say Tiddlywinks or Tiddywinks?
Tiddly, not titties. We're not there yet. PG.
Yeah. Well,
So the other one's in the back.
I will do this. I will investigate, but I promise to keep my paws to myself.
Cool. Like, there's a seat right behind that guy. If you sit behind him and listen in, he might know a little bit more than what he's letting on. Because a big bulky guy like that in this pub, he's got to know something.
I'll just sit one. I sit there. There are tables. He's looking at the stage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually kind of sneakily sit down on the same table and just stay there quietly, as quietly as I can. So notice that on the same table.
Okay then, so go ahead and give me a from Zyron, I need another performance check, and then from Bertois, another investigation check.
Come on, performance.
As all this is going on,
Ooh.
he is joined by a companion who is wearing like a set of dark
Oh, come
clothing
on,
and everything else.
What the hell is wrong with that?
Wow! Have you met Will Wheaton in the past 24 hours?
No,
Wow.
I haven't.
Because, damn!
So,
That's-
and no
that's
one's
worse
enjoying
than-
this book.
This is
Um,
worse than the Lord of 12.
This is true. But no, it's not too much like no one's enjoying the book. It's like, compared to your last set, it appears like the audience prefers music and just background noise to, like, here is a story all about how my life got flipped upside down.
Damn. At least I've got a good idea of what this audience really likes.
Yeah. So you got that much information, but you are keeping them entertained. Bertois, you hear bits of the conversation. He's like trying to lean in and ascertain. It really should have been a perception check, thinking about it, because you're trying to listen.
Okay.
It's my bad. So go ahead and roll a perception. We'll see how things go.
Come on,
Finally,
Kepler.
something better.
That is
Yes!
much better. Okay, some bits go past you entirely in terms of like information, but they are definitely talking about the stone, where he's got it hidden and everything else, and they exchange the code phrase of he'll be asked the question of "I'm looking for a nice hat," to which the response phrase from him is going to be bowler or top, and you need to request a Stetson.
Okay.
You need to write this down.
You're not the only one. The DM will forget this.
Okay, so bowler or top, but we want a Stetson. Right.
And that's kind of like their arrangement, and it will be at some point within the near future. He's got other business to attend to in town, but he'll be in at some point during the week. If not, he'll send an associate of the guild.
Oh, I will.
Interesting.
That's actually interesting. I wait out and I silently watch the performance, which isn't that good as it could be. For
I just like I look into the audience, but like a couple of people are clapping, like not a lot of people are paying attention to the story, and I'm like, and ladies and gentlemen, to finish my set here at this lovely bar, you have been lovely patrons. I give you more loot.
Okay, go ahead.
Would be better with boobs.
And then I just point to that guy, and I'm like, yes. It's like, I call this one titty twisting.
Oh God.
and I think at this certain point, probably most of the patrons just start laughing almost maniacally.
Yeah, they start chuckling and having a good laugh. Dom, go ahead and roll another performance check with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Here we go.
Yeah, because you know what they're like now, so you're tuned into that whole thing of, okay, they like music. I need to play good music. Let's play some good music.
Okay. Come on. That's good.
That is good. Not as good as what you previously did, but certainly good enough for them to start going up and dropping some more coin in you.
Like I'm doing it like a Tenacious D song, and it's like
The Master Exploder.
Sorry, and I'm back.
Wow. And you end up with another 13 silver in your pot, so you've got 35 silver.
Okay.
Twisting up, baby, titty twist, titty twist.
And all of a sudden, Batua is like, dude, could you play some Kiss?
I just look at Beltoir, like as I'm singing Titty Twisting, like giving him an angry look, going, "Don't ruin the set."
It's not ruined, it's getting better.
And I'm like,
And,
I get it, but these guys don't look like Kiss fans.
Yeah, but Batua squints his eyes and looks you very intently.
Hey, let's put it this way: when we put on the next show, I'm doing Kiss.
Okay, that's fine.
I make that promise to you.
Could I just whisper to someone nearby? So what are they talking about? Kiss and just shrug shoulders. Like, I don't understand.
It's one of those new age bands. like the new age bards. They're pretty rebel. Like they got face paint.
Fair enough.
Thinking about it, there was discussion of like an all rogue party once. Imagine an all bard party.
Oh,
We
yes.
said that, didn't we? And they'd be like a travelling band.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although I got the all rogue thing from Critical Role the other day.
It's actually funny that the guys are almost 70 in their real life Kiss, and it's that they still put on a show, which reminds me they would be like top 30.
Nice.
I haven't actually been to a Kiss gig. I'd love to.
It's amazing.
Although for me, all-time top band is still Iron Maiden.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't care what people say. When everyone's like, "Oh yeah, but this band's done this band done that," you then look at Iron Maiden. They did a world tour with their own bloody jet. How rock and roll could you get?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
can't go wrong.
Also, it helps that Bruce Dickinson is a fully qualified and licensed British Airways pilot.
Yes.
Right. So like, after finishing my set, I just like thank everyone again. Go over to the bar, meet up with everyone, and go over to Beltoir, and I'm like, okay, did you find out anything?
Yes.
Before you get too far in your conversation, the bartender does come back after, when you all three join. He puts a bowl out in front of you, Betoit, and he puts out a small bowl of cream for you.
Oh.
And then holds out his hand and goes, "That'll be 3 copper. This milk was very expensive to get my hands on."
Well, Betoit just throws 3 copper on the table. Just is like, "Are you sure this isn't paint?"
You can look in and try out.
That's the game for
Takes a careful little tongueful of it. Dip his tongue.
Why can I just imagine it? Like you roll a 1 and it's like, tastes like white.
Yes,
Like,
tastes white.
And then all of a sudden he keels over. Oh god, what's going on? It's the stray dog cream.
Oh god.
Oh no, look,
I don't
we could
mind.
bring that back for this campaign.
Yeah.
Just like this, and just sips on it very feline-like while sitting on the table.
It's most certainly cream and it is delicious.
Yes.
Nice.
Neil is just looking at Betoit with the utmost. He just doesn't know what to make of this.
I just look at you and I whisper, "Whatever you do, don't stroke the kitty."
Okay. Definitely won't stroke him.
I was gonna say the day you go to stroke Betoit, it's almost like the whole cat reaction of, ugh, can't be asked. Keep going.
or just hisses at you like.
Oh, that is a point actually. I'll save that question for the break.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it'll be a long discussion. We'll get off track. So yeah. Anyways, carry on, you guys, with your RP
Right,
conversation.
So, let me get this straight. You were listening into that guy, and he said something about asking for a hat,
Yes.
all at the top, but
Yes.
asking for a Stetson.
Yes.
Now, that's interesting. The only thing we need to find out now is where this is happening.
I do believe I saw a hat store on the way here.
Could it be in a hat store, though, or could it be like street lingo?
I do believe it might have something to do with the shops.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, it is.
Besides, we need to totally use this cash I got on our hats!
Yes, definitely.
Like, I just look at you, put up my hand, and like, high five me, Capua!
I spent my earnings on this milk. On this cream.
Okay, that's what the rest of you want to do then before venturing off further.
What was everyone else doing while Zyron? Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, Zyron Vox.
Yeah, Zyron was doing his musical thing, and Betoit was snooping around, all cat-like. Yeah, what was everyone else doing?
I was just in there enjoying a good drink and watching the show.
Fair enough. And Tom? Or... Okay. Neil's just trying to take in all this atmosphere around him. It's a bit of a culture shock for him. Like, there's so many people. Like, I don't get it.
And you are stroking the kitty, his bit Irish roots kick in, and he just says,
I'm not
well,
stroking him.
"What are you doing to my fur, my love? in like very sarcastic tone.
But I'm just looking. I'm just like, she's not stroking. Like, he's not stroking you.
I'm not even stroking you. Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what this in this cream, because I do feel some sort of stroking motion on my neck fur.
Wait, is this stuff alcoholic?
I don't know.
No, it's not alcoholic. Can be if you wanted to be, but
Catnip cream.
creme de la Edgar.
Ah, yes.
I know like 8% of people would get that reference.
The Disney references are back, guys. Oh man. Yeah. Well, if we're going to look for this hat shop, then sitting around. Well, we'll let Betois finish his cream, and yeah, we could go look for this hat shop.
Okay then.
You just hear sounds of a background of.
But I think you finish off the cream quite happily, but it was delicious in every sense of the word. And eventually, you guys head off to try and find a hat shop.
Yes.
Okay,
right.
do you remember where it was?
I can help you guys with that quite happily. As you came through the city, bearing in mind you came in from the east side to the west, so you're going towards the river from right to left on your screens. The sort of like merchant main area where you see all the big shops and that is sort of in this area here where I've circled it off.
Okay.
Alright.
So across the water.
Yes.
Yeah, the other side of the river where you guys were, but you've seen plenty of shops on the way through.
Okay, any of these look like the hat shop?
You do indeed find the hat shop. It is actually called the Hatter's Guild.
Lovely. I just look in the window and I see like two matching feather cap hats. One that's black and one that's like a bright green. And I just grab the Betois and I'm like, dude, they've got the hats!
It's got exactly what we're looking for!
But, okay, can I roll an investigation check to see how much they cost?
You can see quite happily they're priced at about 5 gold.
Those are just
Dude,
fun.
these hats are pretty damn expensive.
Yeah, they are.
If you knew their true intention, I'm sure.
You have no idea how.
But I have a map for
excited.
this!
Oh
You have
no.
no idea how excited I am for this.
Okay, guys, got a great idea that'll both get us information and hats.
Why do we need hats?
It helps with disguises.
Alright then,
Like, you know-
so, on your screens, ladies and gents, you are now inside the hat shop.
Woo!
Like I said, I have a map for this is exciting.
Oh,
The door
wow.
is behind you,
Yes.
up to the top
Cool.
end. No point in putting it on, really. Along the side of the walls and everything, you see hats of various types and styles and, you know, different fabrics and everything else. So you got things from like bowlers, dusters, Stetsons, top hats, collapsible hats, bonnets, the whole kit caboodle. At the very corner of which you see the same orc from before in the pub. Big burly dude, grey skinned, sort of sitting there very delicately working on a small sort of hat. He's just doing like the final bit of embroidery work to it. And the bell rings as you all enter. And he looks up and goes, "Welcome to the Hatters Guild. What can I get for you today?" As he sits there and tries to finish off this last little stitch.
Oh, cool. Like before we like reply to him, I just shuffle over to Betois quickly and just whisper, "You need to be very careful. This guy knows you were trying to nick stuff off of him.
Yeah, we do know that, but there is always the possibility that I could do a little thing that I could try to just talk to him.
Go for it, my man.
Also, you just go look over which are there, which you saw on the window.
Oh, totally. I'm gonna move over here and just admire the hats and just think, can I want that much?
Hello.
I was going to say, as you walk over bit towards Zoe and you start admiring the hats, the orc in question sort of pokes his head up and says, if you want to try on a hat, feel free. There's mirrors about the place so you can see the style if you like it. I can resize it and you can take it away today.
Oh.
It's not going to be
I
a
like
problem.
this shop already.
And what can I do for you, Kitten Whiskers?
I was thinking I would need a hat, a specific kind of hat.
Bowler, top hat.
A Stetson.
Currently don't have any Stetsons available in your size or for the client you're after. But you may be interested in this, and you hear like a very heavy clunk as he fills with something beneath the table. And the counter between the two of you flips over. All the hats remain perfectly in place. They seem to be a false facade. And as it flips, you see before you an array of various crossbow bolts and poisons and vials and sharpened blades.
Well, this is just the kind of shop I like.
I shuffle up the desk and I just hear the clunk slowly shuffle up the desk as I'm trying to focus on the hats, and I'm just thinking, fancy.
Neil is just... It's like, what? Like, what? There were hats! Well, he's not... He's thinking, like, there were hats! And now there's crossbows, and... What kind of shop is this? He's still like...
Now, little kitten, you need to be aware that what you did earlier does have severe consequences. I'm legally obliged to at least break your arm for such an infraction on my person. But I'm gonna be kind and let you off easy since you do have an important run to make.
Yes, I certainly do. I bow down a little and I just say that, and I'm so sorry for...
Is everyone alright, or we just suddenly lost connection on Discord?
Okay.
Oh, that was weird.
That was rather weird. Everyone suddenly went quiet. I got panicked for a second. I thought, oh no, don't tell me Discord's suddenly gone kaput. Anyway. So yeah, as you're browsing through everything, he does produce a small little bag and hands it to you. And goes payment as requested. And you'll probably need a few of these. And he hands you a few silver-tipped crossbow bolts.
Nice.
I'll take the things and I actually bow on those things on my hand. And sorry about the inconvenience I caused you earlier again.
It's fine. That is clear. The pages are black.
Yes. So, I do think we are better off to do this errand. Are you?
Indeed you are. Unless you need anything, coin can be exchanged for the goods you see before you. Otherwise... Otherwise, I will happily close up shop. And he reaches for the same kind of contraption he had underneath the desk earlier.
Okay. I'll just walk to the door and just do like the motion that, come on mates, let's go.
We have a job to do, gentlemen. Let's go, let's go. As you do so, you hear the same kind of heavy clunk, and you watch as all those tools and weapons flip over and reveal the hats once again in pristine condition, as if nothing had ever happened to them. He says, if you ever need a hat again, you know where to find us and our various guilds across the world.
Yes, I do know, and we probably will some hats in the future.
Yeah, I just look over with like an exaggerated grin, going, "Oh yeah!"
Definitely, we are good.
Like just motioning towards the two hats in the window.
Oh, you really like those hats, don't you?
Yeah, it's just the price, man. Like, God.
Yeah, that price is.
Wait a minute, I've got a crazy idea. Bear with me one moment.
Oh no.
I just quickly, I dash over to him and I'm like, "Okay, I love those hats in the window."
Do you want me to save an order of them for you?
Well, thing is, are you willing to barter for the hats?
A fair persuasion could be made, yes. How much did you have in mind?
Well, let's see. How much were they again? Like
5 gold
each? 5 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't help but noticing that you were one of the patrons of the pub earlier, weren't you?
That I was.
Well, tell you what, it's not quite gold, but well, you see, me being a bard and everything, I've learnt a lot from my own bard college and my travels. There's one thing I've always admired when it comes to bartering. You see, some people like to barter with money. I barter with something I like to call a game of wits. If you are willing to partake in it.
I'm not familiar with this game. How does one play the game?
It's very simple, good sir. We both put in something for wager. We play said game, which I'll explain the rules in just a moment, and whoever wins gains said wager.
Okay then. And he proposes the wager of you and your friends have to do a job for me, and I'll put up the 2 hats.
Love
Or
it.
as many hats as you require for you and your compatriots, 6 at the max.
Now that I love. I ask one thing. With the hats, can me and my cat friend just specifically get those 2 in the window? Because we just really love them.
You can have any style you like, any material, but he will make you 6 hats.
I just like turn around, gesture over to the guys, and I'm just like, we've got the hats! And there we go. So, this job you want. I'm guessing it has something to do with all the sharp, pointy poison things you've got under this bad boy.
It may be that, it may be something a bit more brash and open, something that may require finesse.
I see.
I'll call upon you when the time comes. But still, how do we play this game of wits?
Well, it's very simple. You see, you put your hand down in a fist, and we count to 3, and at the end of 3, you form your fist into one of 3 different shapes. Either a V to represent a pair of scissors, a flat hand to represent paper, or keep your fist to represent rock. I like to call this rock, paper, scissors.
Or people note from Critical Role, boulder parchment shears.
So
I
my wager is this. You're putting up the hats as long as we can do a good job, which I really like. My wager is, if I lose this simple game of rock, paper, scissors, you get to keep the hats, we still have to do the job for you, and as an extra bonus, I'll give you all the money that I got from today's performances.
Alrighty then. That can be quite happily done.
Alrighty.
Now, how to do
Right.
this? How are we going to do this?
So I think my idea is if I roll for performance, or no, roll for chance to hit to land on the rock paper or scissors that I want.
Or if you roll a d3.
Yeah, I was going to say that a D3,
Yeah, that
and
works.
then if you don't like the roll, you have to do a sleight of hand versus their perception to like change it last second.
Okay, I like that. Let's do it.
Okay then, so if you do /R D3, so we do 1 for scissors, 2 for paper, 3 for rock.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yep.
Okay.
He has scissors, you've got paper.
Okay, I need to use sleight of hand.
Yep. Roll
Like,
a
as
sleight
I
of hand.
roll it-
I need to bring up his character sheet
Yeah.
for
As I roll it, I just try to like whisk my hand over it, as if to like quickly like bat it to get the roll that I'm supposed to get. Sleight of hand, go! Ooh, okay, that might be alright. Oh,
He catches you like going from like paper to rock, and just sort of like catches you midway with scissors and goes, "I'm afraid you've lost your game."
or have I? I just like whilst he's concentrating on me, telling me that, I cast minor illusion onto my fist to turn it into the appropriate winning pose.
Ooh. Let me look up minor illusion. Just really quick. I can't remember what the components were. I can't remember if it was like verbal, semantic, or what.
Is everyone within earshot of this?
You guys have brought you from the back of the room.
I hope so. The most tense game of rock paper scissors.
Tua actually comes closer and watches this event.
It's a hand motion and material spell.
Yeah, semantic and material. Okay then. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Oh.
Sorry, I know that a second sleight of hand just to like try and weave the spell with your offhand, and he'll
right.
try and do an investigation to like sit there and go, huh.
Right. Okay, character sheet. I love you. You love me. Hopefully you love me. Come on, we want hats. Please.
Platonically.
Roll true. Oh.
Okay, he doesn't notice you like weaving the hand signs with your offhand, but he is going... Right, he needs to do an intelligence check for his investigation just to see if...
1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Fuck!
Well, it might not be. What's your spell DC?
Spell DC.
Middle of the character sheet, at top of the spell, so it'd be a DC bit.
Oh, it'd be save DC?
Yeah.
13.
Oh no.
He sees through the illusion and just clamps down with the scissors.
Well, my friend. Good game. I go to shake his hand, and as I shake his hand, I drop in the 35 silver pieces that I earned from earlier. Well deserved.
He takes it quite happily. He gives you 2 back. You know, it was a good game, and he gives you like the firmest handshake you've ever had. This guy is stronger than he looks.
Whoa! That's a good grip you've got.
Needed in my line of work.
No, I don't blame you with all these amazing hats.
So, anything else I can do for today?
I've only got one question. This job your one is doing. What exactly are we doing?
I'll call upon you when the time comes. Which reminds me, actually. And he pulls up a big hefty tome. And he pulls it out to a relevant page. You can see the ledger is full of names and jobs and how much gold was going to cost and everything else. And he asks for your name.
Okay, my name
or
is...
a name you prefer to go by if you want to go by an alias.
Okay, my name is Darius Venn.
Darius Venn.
Pretty close to my name.
It's very close. And hey, Tom,
intentional.
you managed to fix your microphone. You sound amazing.
Yay!
Yeah, well done.
Done anything? I'm just standing a little bit more further away.
Ah.
Fair enough.
In any case, okay, so Darius Venn.
I've iPad down, so I don't forget that.
He leaves a thing of "oh job" in the next column over, and then he asks for a small bit of your blood, and don't worry, it doesn't hurt, as he produces a small dagger.
Is it like a prick finger thing, or...?
Yeah, it is just like full on prick your finger, just leave your mark on there.
Oh, right, like, I just go to the dagger, like, prick my finger on it, and then just sign, like, eloquently, like, on the page. Like, kind of accidentally splattering on part of the side bits, because I'm new to this.
It's as you go to, like, write with the prick finger, it's like, no, press your finger down. I need your fingerprint.
Oh! There you go.
Yep. Leave your fingerprint, now you sign the next bit.
Ah, okay.
We have elegance here.
I just leave, like, a massive blood-shaped D.
Bit excessive, but oh well. Puts a line through the next row down just to make it blatantly obvious that he needs to go to the next one. Sprinkles it with a bit of chalk, blows it off, closes the book, puts it away. And when the time comes, I will find you and call upon you, Darius Venn.
Oh, very well, good sir. Good day.
A good day to you, sir. May your hats be
just-
ever comfortable.
If only I had one of me actually got 3 hats.
Maybe next time.
Yep, always next time. Fucking hell, I just could have won this shit.
What
Let me
did you
look at
just
that.
do?
So, just gonna
Yeah.
say, I may have tried to win us some hats.
And
And I may have blown all of my money that I earned back in my pub.
God.
are we outside the shop right now?
Yes, you are outside the shop right now. I have considered you
At
guys
least I got
having
an
left.
awesome blood mark.
What were you thinking? Like, why? Why were you doing all that with some hats?
Hey, I'm thinking this long term. Like, if we all had hats, you never know when the situation arises when we needed to blend into a crowd. Hats help with this.
Oh yeah, of course, because we're definitely not going to look suspicious with all these different hats going on if we ever need to blend in, as you say.
Hey. Mi casa, su casa, me hatter, you hatter. You know?
Oh,
Oh my
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
bards, ladies and gentlemen, D&D bards.
But,
This bard is
by the way,
this
guys,
bard is
I
watching
can't
my
even be
TV.
mad at that.
by the way, guys, there is one little thing, and he raises up the bag. He's like, "Do you know, guys, what is in here?"
No, but I'm scared to know.
He opens the bag and shows that. Isn't the stone in there?
It is indeed the stone.
He opens up the bag and shows you. Look, we can actually fulfill our promise.
No way!
Yes.
Nice.
And he suddenly just wraps up the bag quickly and just puts it on his like a backpack. Or did we have backpacks? I think we did.
Yeah, most of the starting gear comes with a bag.
Yeah, and puts the bag in his backpack. So, do we head back to the city which the orcs hopefully haven't destroyed?
Yeah, we gotta get back quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. If I remember correctly, my life's on the line.
Yes, it is.
Why did I even make that life deal? I'm such an idiot.
And
Yeah,
Benoit just
all these
takes
ways
and
of fucking us
slaps you
back to the idiot
back on the
work
head.
day.
Alright then. So you guys are just gonna straight leave Valencia without resupplying or anything else. Awesome. Also means I keep better track of your mission clock.
Just shout at the guys going, wait!
What?
Are we forgetting something? No, not the hats.
And I think Neil must have put the halfling down in the tavern somewhere. Where, oh God! The halfling! The mayor! We forgot about the mayor!
Like,
Forgot about the hostage, about we're gonna have to string up for all of this.
like a bunch of us run off to get the halfling while the rest of us get supplies.
Yeah, I'm running for that halfling because I've been.
Neil,
I've been told to do.
I will say, because I have a feeling I know how Ed would play this out. Upon you guys all going like, oh god, we've forgotten the halfling, my immediate response is, should have just killed him. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Be right back.
No, we're not going to kill the halfling. Look, we'll go get him, we'll bring him back to the town, and we'll decide what to do with him there. Look, let's just go and get the halfling.
I like put my hand on his shoulder as if to agree, and then whisper in his ear, "We'll get him in the town."
We'll get him later. Let's just run now. Run.
Yeah. Run.
Alright then. As you all run off into the murky night, not into the murky night, it's like midday, into the beautiful sunny day, you find the halfling. He sat in the tavern. He has racked up a considerable drinking debt, unfortunately.
God damn it, man!
The entirety of 2 gold pieces. Well, to him, like his entire life is ruined. He has drunk several tankards of ale by this point.
Oh.
For lack of a better word, he is wasted. Upon seeing whoever went from, I'm assuming Maiev and Nil, rush into the tavern to try and grab him. He's like, stay away, stay, and he just like falls over and he's trying to run, but he's like running sideways. Like the whole circular on the floor running is like, can't get it, me, I'm a sneaky assassin.
I just casually walk up to the halfling, throw him over my shoulder, and go, okay, we got the halfling, let's get back to town.
As you do that, you feel a warm sensation down your back.
Oh, come on!
Ooh, that's
To which Maiev is just chuckling, just, you gotta be gentle with drunks.
Yeah,
They will make a mess.
So maybe we should get the laundry done again.
Yeah, and I did say earlier that we could just chop his head off. We could have prevented this.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not going to kill him. We're not going to kill him.
Okay, well, I'll stay just quite a bit away from you now, because that...
Does anyone have prestidigitation?
I don't know who
I
does.
don't think I do. Let's have a look. Yeah.
It is but a cantrip, so you can just probably find someone to do it for cheap. Anyway, with that said, you know, the resupply takes no time at all. We'll take a break there. For the first half tonight, allow ourselves to have a breather, recharge glasses and everything else, because I need to go and grab a drink. People need to go do various other things. But we'll be back in a few minutes. So for all of you watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We shall be right back.
Yes.
Alrighty.
But by all means, you're all welcome to chat with the cast.
Yeah, boy.
Right.
All 5 of you.
I shall be right back.
Alright.
Hey. Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. At least for us. He didn't pee on us.
I thought he threw up.
Oh.
Well, either way, Either way, it's rather unpleasant.
Yes, it is. But it's nice that we have some nice break here
Yeah.
before heading back to town.
Tie that. Oh my god. I'm just reading on the Twitch. Note for the future: tie the halfling to the dragonmon. Oh, like a little baby carrier. That would be so cute.
In the first game, that's how like we disappeared off into the sunset, and I was being carried by the dragonborn.
Oh
Oh, not you.
no. And and in the second campaign, like Edwin's character Durafil and my character, who is a halfling, we were arguing about who would get the other 5 silver after his gladiatorial fight against 2 tigers, and he ended up putting my halfling on the highest shelf and just walked off and left me. Like, oh,
Damn.
oh. Yeah, she's very tiny.
There is a game on Wednesday, if I'm
Yes.
completely wrong. It's
Yes.
actually it's going to be a full day of D&D for me. Actually, some table D&D before the cast.
Yeah.
If I would have a better camera, I would actually record it. But well, I have old Olympus camera, which can record only half an hour, so that doesn't do any good.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, I have to get a better camera at some point,
Yeah.
if I can afford it.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And I have to laugh at what Zyonic Beats put in chat.
So,
Put the halfling on the dragonborn, and you can do how to train your dragonborn.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
damn.
Yeah.
And welcome back, Dom.
Yes. Welcome back. Ah, gosh.
Oh god. I don't want to hear this inside my head. Let it go.
But you have to.
Let it go.
Let it go.
No!
There we go, fixed it. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
PC did a derp.
Dip 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 dip.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's more like moo.
Like, nah, I don't want to
Basically. Working? What is this work?
work. What is this? I don't understand this concept.
It smells like me.
It could be worse. I got some, with Windows updates and everything else this morning, I had some fun.
Oh,
With
With
yeah.
regards to the PC restarting, I was sitting there writing away, listening to music, and suddenly I just heard the whole machine go, boom.
Oh, God.
Look up. Huh. My monitors appear to be blue. What's going on here? I haven't had a blue screen of death, have I? Windows is doing an update. This may take a while. One moment. Updates are done. So it's like, you had to restart for that?
Really?
Yes.
Only for them to go, hi, would you like voice? No, I don't want voice activation. Can I just say no to all of this and skip? No, you gotta go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it, Windows.
Did I miss anything during my restart, or...
No, not really, we're on a
No.
break.
Oh, lovely.
To which, if everyone's
Yeah.
back from the break, we can get back into the game.
Yeah,
Yes,
boy.
I'm
I'm here.
studying
Welcome back.
the information technology, so the Windows is really familiar environment to me, with all its kinks.
Did you just say you're doing game IT?
basically.
Dude, that's sick. I did games design at uni.
Oh, actually, I'm not in the uni yet. I'm on a lower level.
I like college.
I like.
I'm on vocational school. Right.
Oh, sweet.
But about a year from now, I'm be in the uni.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we can.
So the UK equivalent is an A level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We can
I
continue.
can just imagine like an Italian guy who's like, "What did you get in your A levels?" A.
Hey. Bada beam, bada boom.
Bada bing,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
we are
Fox.
You have quite a little inkling that I would actually like to play through it on the Wednesday.
On the Wednesday ones.
What's
Do you know what? I haven't had a druid in ages.
No.
I think the only druid we've ever had on this show was when Tashi took over for a small little kobold bit and Ed was playing a kobold druid.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yes. That was hilarious.
That sounds
You
amazing.
guys killed 2 fish!